Hello everyone, we're going to talk a little bit more about the tax reform. It seems that it's going ahead and it seems that it could be approved by the end of the year. One of the important things is what is the impact on companies, on earnings? The S&P 500 impact, the one that we at least work with, is an improvement of about 6% in the S&P 500 earnings. That means a reduction of the effective tax rate to about 20 to 23%, depending on the company, because obviously there are some deductions that will be taken away. An important factor to take into account is that deductions of interest expense in the tax rate are going to be probably capped at 30%. What that might do is to differentiate investment grade from high yield in terms of bond yields. That's an important factor to look at, because obviously many of the high yield companies have benefited from deducting a significant proportion of their interest expense. What is the market discounting? I think that the market is definitely discounting the approval and with more or less the current form. However, what the market is not discounting is an improvement in consumption from having more revenues, more of their own money in the pocket of consumers. Second, an increase in capital expenditure. I think that is already starting to happen, and it could strengthen further, and an increase in the potential of the US growth. Therefore, all those things we need to wait to see how they work, but more importantly, consensus is expecting a 1.5% of GDP increase in government issuance of debt. If, as we expect, the tax reform increases tax revenues because of higher economic activity and because of higher consumption and better earnings and repatriation of capital, that might not happen, and therefore we continue to be positive on US debt and positive on the US dollar. On the opposite side of the world, in China, pay attention to bond yields, the 10-year bond yield in China going close to 4%. As it gets close to 4%, we have already seen debt issuances being cancelled in November, about 19 billion of cancellations. We have also seen the impact on the stock market and the impact on high yield. So we need to pay a lot of attention, because this could create a domino effect. If bond yields get to 4% at the government level, it definitely will impact issuances of corporates. So let's pay attention to China. Let's be a little bit less optimistic about this exuberant Chinese growth, because debt is still the problem. And let's see how the tax reform goes. So far, so good. Thank you.